Jim, our final question here this week, sent on Twitter using the hashtag CornyDriveThru from Demetrios G. Sirjos.
Oh, bull.
I couldn't tell you one way or the other, but here's his question. Have all the creative finishes to matches been done? It's interesting because you always hear that about music. Have all the notes been written? Have all the different melodies been performed? How many new variations can there be? But when it comes to finishes...
Hey, every time I sing, you hear a different melody that's never been performed
That's
before.
True. That's true. But what about creative finishes?
Well, no. But see, here's the thing. That's like saying that, has everything been invented yet? No. Well, then what hadn't been invented yet? Well, you can't fucking answer that question because it hadn't been invented yet. So you don't know what the fuck it is. Finishes started off, I could do 45 minutes on this, but I won't. Finishes started out as a creative way to create a fluke scenario where somebody accidentally won or accidentally lost, or something that would necessitate a rematch that was just uncommon, that wouldn't happen, and that's the reason why it got people's attention, and that's also the reason why, well, goddamn, the ring lights fell on the fucking guy last week, but this week, we're going to fucking tie him up real good, so it won't happen again, so come on out and pay to see this match again. And that was the reason for finishes. It's like the slam bang finish in vaudeville, or the final number. It was a way to send people home, not necessarily always happy, sometimes mad, sometimes happy, sometimes can't wait to see it next week, see what happens, or to, see this situation rectified or whatever. And people thought of things that could legitimately happen in an athletic contest. And we've heard the tales of, Buddy Rogers was, artful and unerring and a genius in being able to take a bump over the top rope and somehow land with his foot in a ringside water bucket and get his foot stuck where he couldn't get back into. He didn't get beat, but he could take the bumps to the point where people, oh shit, that actually happened. It was a fucking accident. Did you see that? And they would leave and talk about it. And he's going to come back next week. And my God, what'll happen then? Or, any emotion you're trying to get out of the end of your match to want to make people see it again. Those things could happen. Then the problem was that, like the dusty finish, as they called it, which was really an Eddie Graham finish, which, sold out fucking every town in the territory for 6 months probably when they first did it. The double referee, the first referee is thrown out and second referee comes in and counts the fucking pin for the babyface to win, but then the first referee comes in and says, no, I disqualified the guy for blah, blah, blah. Well, that's controversy. That can happen. Opposing referee calls. They don't agree. Every finish you see in wrestling had a grain of legitimacy and or truth in it to begin with. But then it was prostituted and done over and over to where the thing that couldn't happen again in a million years happens in the same town twice a year. And then people get smart to it. And then they get kind of turned off by it. And the same thing with any type of creative finish where now they're not worried about, could this really happen? And wouldn't it be so cool if it did that we'd have to have a rematch or whatever? Now they're just coming up with spots. Wow, it'd be funny, or it'd be hilarious, or it'd be exciting, or it'd be whatever if we did this. And boy, the people would shit themselves. Shitting themselves and buying a ticket to see it again is not necessarily the same two things, right? So finishes have now become a way to give people what they didn't expect more than what they didn't think could ever happen, but understand it when they see it. So now there's no reason in a lot of cases to look forward to a rematch between these guys when they have a finish. It's just like, wow, I never saw that coming. So the guy's illegitimate kid from his second marriage came in from under the ring and fuck the guy with a baseball bat. I don't know if that makes me want to buy a ticket to see the fucking rematch, but I didn't expect it. So that's kind of how things have changed there. Does that make any sense, Brian?